do anything is myself as the administrator. So let's assume that we want to offload some of those responsibilities, and instead of just you and I as administrators doing this role or this task for the marketing people, let's create the access that is necessary so those marketing people can go about creating their own and operating with their own virtual machines. I can do so here by clicking the Add button, and you'll see it brings up a Select Users and Groups dialog box here for my domain, and the name of my domain is company.pri. Let's see here, those marketing people. Oh, there's my group. So I have a global group that I've created there in company called Those Marketing People. And if I add that in, I can give those marketing people one of the assigned roles for the cluster, in this case, that I would want to do. Let's see here, administrator, virtual machine power user, resource pool administrator, data store consumer. You know what? None of these really kind of give me what I'm looking for here. These are the sample ones. And I'm also trying to apply this permission at the cluster, whereas I want to apply it over here at this level. All right, well, so maybe this isn't where I would necessarily want to give those marketing people the access that I would. It sounds like what I want to do really is kind of create a specialized role for those people so that I can assign the role the different permissions that a marketing person might need to do, and then assign the role to the group and the group to those marketing people's resource pool, and then poof, everything just sort of links in that perfectly linked together world. Let's go ahead and do that. So I want to apply this down here, but let me do that last. Instead, let's go up here to Inventory and Administration and take a look at the different roles that have been created here. Here are those roles. So no access, administrator, power user, resource pool administrator. These are all the roles that come right out of the box that can do different things that you may want to assign to people. But I want to create a new role. So marketing people, people's stuff they want to do. Whatever you want to name your role, you can name it appropriately. And so what I want to do here is I want to give them the ability to work with, for example, virtual machines. Okay, so there's my virtual machines, and I don't know, I want them to be able to configure those virtual machines. That's good. And I want them to work with the guests, and I want them to be able to interact with those virtual machines. I think, you know what, if I give them all of the rights and privileges associated with virtual machines, well, that will probably let them create them and remove them and all the things that they're going to need to do. As you can see here, with all of these rights, they get fairly discrete in the number of rights that are available. I mean, all the way down to, do you want to power off but not power on is an available right. Are there any other rights here that they might want to do? I don't want them to work with Update Manager, nor a service. I definitely don't want them working with distributed switches. I don't want them adjusting hosts because they're only dealing with virtual machines. I think this is really the limit of the types of activities that a marketing person would want to do. So let's create this role here. So marketing people, stuff they want to do. And that creates